Hello everyone, welcome to how to solve this very nice radical equation. The cube root of 35 minus x cubed equal to the square root of 13 minus x squared. Our job is to find all possible values of x. So let's start. To simplify the solution, we suppose that this expression and this expression both equals to y. Let y is equal to the cube root of 35 minus x squared, and we suppose that y is equal to the square root of 13 minus x squared. And notice that since this expression 13 minus x squared must be greater than or equal to 0, so this y must be greater than or equal to 0. Y must be greater than or equal to 0. If we take a cube of both sides of this equation, this implies that y cubed is equal to 35 minus x squared. And if we take a square of both sides of this equation, this implies that y squared is equal to 13 minus x squared. From this equation, if we move this negative x squared to the left hand side, this implies that x cubed plus y cubed equal to 35. And from this equation, move this negative x squared to the left hand side. This implies that x squared plus y squared equal to 13. Now we have a system of two equations. From this equation, this x cubed plus y cubed can be factorized as x plus y times x squared plus y squared minus xy equal to 35. Replace this x squared plus y squared with this 13, so this will become x plus y times 13 minus xy equal to 35. Now from this equation, this x squared plus y squared can be written as x plus y whole squared minus 2xy equal to 13. And if we make xy the subject of this equation, this implies that x times y equal to x plus y whole squared minus 13 divided by 2. Now we suppose that let x plus y equal to t. So this will become x times y is equal to t squared minus 13 divided by 2. Now in this equation, we replace this x plus y with this t and this xy with this expression, so this will become t times 13 minus t squared minus 13 divided by 2 equal to 35. Next, t times can write the denominator of this 13 1, and we take LCM of 1 and 2. LCM of 1 and 2 is 2. So 2 times 13 will become 26. And due to this negative sign, this t squared will become negative t squared, and this 13 will become plus 13 equal to 35. Further simplify, this will become t times 39 minus t squared divided by 2 equal to 35, and multiply both sides by 2. So this 2 will be cancelled out, and we distribute this t. T times 39 will become 39 times t, and t times negative t squared negative t cubed equal to 35 times 2 70, Move these two terms to the right hand side. This implies that t cubed minus 39 times t plus 70 is equal to 0. Now this is a cubic equation, and we notice that t is equal to 2 is a solution of this cubic equation, which also means that t minus 2 is a factor of this cubic equation. So we rewrite this equation as t cubed, we subtract 2t squared, and we add 2t squared. We write this negative 39t as negative 4 times t minus 35 times t plus 70 equal to 0. From these two terms we can factor out t squared, in bracket left t minus 2, and from these two terms we can factor out plus 2t, in bracket left t minus 2. From these two terms we can factor out negative 35, and in bracket left t minus 2 equal to 0. This t minus 2 is a common factor, so we factor out this t minus 2, and in bracket left t squared plus 2 times t minus 35 equal to 0. Now from here either t minus 2 equal to 0, or this expression t squared plus 2 times t minus 35 equal to 0. Now from this equation we get the value of t equal to 2, and from this quadratic equation we write this t squared, and we break this 2t into two terms, plus 7 times t minus 5 times t minus 35 equal to 0. From these two terms we can factor out t, in bracket left t plus 7. From these two terms we can factor out negative 5, in bracket left t plus 7 equal to 0. From here t plus 7 is a common factor, and in bracket left t minus 5 equal to 0. From here either this t plus 7 equal to 0, or this t minus 5 equal to 0. From this equation we get the value of t equal to negative 7. From this equation we get the value of t equal to 5, and first we found this value of t is equal to 2. Now recall that we have supposed that x plus y equal to t. We use this equation to find the value of xy. Xy is equal to t squared minus 13 over 2, and remember that y must be greater than or equal to 0. We have supposed that x plus y is equal to t, and to find the values of x, y we use this equation. X times y equal to t squared minus 13 divided by 2, and we remember that y must be greater than or equal to 0. When t is equal to 2, then we get the value of xy. X times y is equal to 2 squared minus 13 divided by 2, and x times y will be equal to negative 9 over 2, and this equation will become x plus y equal to 2. So we get a system of equations. This is system number 1, and when t is equal to negative 7, then we get the value of xy. X times y will be equal to negative 7 squared minus 13 divided by 2, and xy will be equal to 18, and this x plus y will be equal to x plus y will be equal to negative 7. This is the second system. And when t is equal to 5, then we get the value of xy is equal to 5 squared minus 13 divided by 2, and we get x times y equal to 6. This x plus y equal to t, this will become x plus y equal to 5. This is the system number 3. We remember that y must be greater than or equal to 0. Y must be greater than or equal to 0. First we solve this system number 1. Move this x to the right hand side, then y will be equal to 2 minus x. Since y is greater than or equal to 0, so this 2 minus x must be greater than or equal to 0. This domain of the equation will become x must be less than or equal to 2. And in this equation we replace this y with this 2 minus x. This will become x times 2 minus x equal to negative 9 over 2. X times 2 will become 2x, and x times negative x squared equal to negative 9 over 2. Move these two terms to the right hand side. This will become x squared minus 2 times x equal to this negative 9 over 2 will become positive 9 over 2. Now we can solve this equation by completing the square. We add 1 to both sides. This will become x squared minus 2x. We add 1 to the left hand side equal to 9 over 2, and we add 1 to the right hand side. This is a perfect square. This will become x minus 1 whole squared equal to 9 over 2 plus 1 will become 11 over 2, and we take square root of both sides. So this square will be cancelled with this square root. This will become x minus 1 equal to, this can be written as a plus minus root 11 divided by root 2. To rationalize the denominator, we multiply and divide by root 2. So this will become x is equal to negative 1 will become positive 1, and plus minus root 11 times root 2 will become root 22 divided by root 2 times root 2 will become 2, and domain for this case is x must be less than or equal to 2. The domain for this case is x must be less than or equal to 2. So we have two values of x. X is equal to 1 plus root 22 over 2. The second is 1 minus root 22 over 2. This value 1 plus root 22 over 2 is greater than 2. So this will be rejected, and this is a valid solution from this case. Now we move on to case number 2. In case number 2, from this equation, if we move this x to the right hand side, then y will be equal to negative 7 minus x. Replace this y with this negative 7 minus x. This first equation will become x times negative 7 minus x equal to 18. Distribute this x times negative 7, negative 7x, x times negative x squared equal to 18. Move these two terms to the right hand side. This will become x squared plus 7 times x plus 18 equal to 0. Since the discriminant of this equation delta is equal to negative 23, which is less than 0. So no real solutions can be found from this case. And now we solve this case number 3. From this equation, if we move this x to the right hand side, y will be equal to 5 minus x. Since y is greater than or equal to 0, so this 5 minus x must be greater than or equal to 0. So the domain of the equation for this case is x must be less than or equal to 5. Now in this equation we replace this y with this 5 minus x, then this will become x times 5 minus x equal to 6. Distribute x times 5, 5x times negative x squared equal to 6. Move these two terms to the right hand side, this will become x squared minus 5 times x plus 6 equal to 0. Now this equation is factorable. We write x squared and we break this negative 5x into two terms, negative 2 times x minus 3 times x plus 6 equal to 0. From these two terms we can factor out x, in bracket left x minus 2. From these two terms we can factor out negative 3, in bracket left x minus 2 equal to 0. And this x minus 2 is common, x minus 2 as common factor, and in bracket left x minus 3 equal to 0. From here either this expression x minus 2 equal to 0 or this expression x minus 3 equal to 0. From this equation we get the value of x equal to 2, and from this equation we get the value of x equal to 3. And the domain for this case is x must be less than or equal to 5. Domain for this case is x must be less than or equal to 5. So this 2 is less than 5, this is a valid solution, and 3 is less than 5, this is also a valid solution. So we have 3 solutions for this equation: 1 minus root 22 over 2, 2 and 3.